Grand Rising, and welcome. It is 10:42 in the morning. I'm currently by myself. Today's the first day of returning back to school, so Booger is actually at school. Biba and Stinkadoodle caught an Uber to take him since they forgot about his special ed bus. And I was busy doing some other stuff, and I was watching some YouTube channels and, just keeping track on the kids' whereabouts to make sure that everything's going okay. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a story time, because I was watching some YouTube videos, and I was watching, I think it's called Leah Talks or something like that. And she was covering, about girls that have gotten murdered or whatever because of their exes and things like that. So I was like, hey, let me do a story time. Let's see how it goes. So, with that being said, this is my story time session. Who would I like it to be about? Child's father number 1. Child's father number 2. Child's father number 3. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Or the egg donor. Even a sperm donor. Decisions. Where should I go? Sorry, my back is itching. You know what? Child's father number 2. Let's see if you guys find this story a little entertaining. I hope I'm done before the girls get back, because, even though it is Delano's dad's story, I still kind of don't want to talk. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so I am 26 years old, living in Stamford, Connecticut. I had just walked away from Biba's dad after being with him for almost 8 years, I think it was. I try not to think about it much, so don't judge me, please. It was a crazy ending. He tried to kill me, but that's for another story time. So this was I'm gonna let my hair down. I'm just gonna make this all about me summer. I had a severe car accident I was recuperating from. I was raising kids that weren't mine. I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I had just graduated, from my associates. And I was just after so many years of being a straight up adult, I'm just going to make this summer about me. This is just going to be Lynette's going to let her hair down. And for once, she's not going to think about consequences. And for once, she's not going to be responsible. And for once, she's going to let herself live and just be happy, even if it's just for a summer. That's how I looked at it. And I intended on having all the fun in the world that I could for that summer. I had just came out of a health situation, so I needed to remind myself what other reasons were there to live. With that being said, I created a tagged page, and I met a few people, but because I'm not a drastic social person, I don't know. When I want to be social, I could be hella social. I could be hella flirtatious. I could be hella bold. It'd be crazy. But when I'm not feeling it and I'm not in the mood, it just, I don't know, straight up turn off. And the bipolar just straight answers for me. Even if I don't want it to. It's there. There's nothing I can do about it. So like I said, I'm gonna let my hair down. I'm gonna be the complete opposite of what I usually am. So I went with the first option. So I'm meeting, not meeting them physically, but I'm meeting them online, chit-chat and talking. Some of them are getting my number, some of them aren't. I had a couple of different profiles in other sections, not just on Tag, but in order for me to actually sleep with somebody, fun fact, I can't just be attracted to them. I legit there has to be some type of connection. If there is not some type of connection, whether I am or am not attracted to them, I'm sorry, I can't just spread my legs open and be like, come on, let's go. So I met a few people I felt like I was vibing with that way, but then all of a sudden they would do something that just completely would turn me off. Like, don't send me no dick pics. Please don't. Like, come on. I don't care what it looked like. It don't matter to me how long, how short, how wide, whatever. My game plan is, can you take me where I need to be? And how long does it take you to take me there? And is it worth it when you take me there, pretty much? That's pretty much all it is. At the end of the day, that's all I really care about. I don't care if you gotta use your fingers to do it, your tongue, whatever the case may be, and finish it off. It is what it is. The point is, if those three things that I just stated, that I can't say word for word again because I don't remember how they were said word for word. If those three things are met, then look, I'm good. That's all I really care about. But it looked like I don't care. I don't. It don't mean nothing to me at all. In no shape, way, or form. At all. Because you could be working with an elephant, but you ain't got no rhythm, don't know what you're doing at all, you keep slipping, so wet behind the ears, like, it's just pointless. And you could be a Vienna sausage, and you rocking it like a Jamaican. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just whatever. But anyways, so one caught my eye, and I don't know if it was his arrogance that was what actually caught me, but I think he was an arrogant, like a shy arrogant, not like just arrogant. He was like shy arrogant. That's who he was trying to portray himself to be, and I don't know. I think that's pretty much honestly what it was. The same thing that I dislike and I can't stand is the same thing I feel like ended up calling me over to like hit that reply button thing. So I did, and I remember the first time we were supposed to meet up, I brought, back then, she was my friend, who was also the same person who was the one that Beva's dad was cheating on me with, who sit on my dinner table. But that's story time for another time, okay? But anyways, so sorry y'all. That day, I did have Shireen waiting in a car. We drove by, whatever. I just wanted to see if he looked like, you feel me, what the pictures were. Like, that's it. Because I didn't even know how I really, like, I'm not a superficial person. So you can be fly as hell, but if I'm not having that connection, that vibe, or anything, I'm not gonna get wet. Okay, that's it. That's just how I'm gonna put it. Maybe I should call it a story time for adults, just for in case if anybody happens to jump on my page. But I'm just not gonna get wet. It's just not gonna happen. Like, not gonna make my, not gonna take my panties off and squeeze them and drench water off. Nothing's gonna happen. So, there's just so much intertwined together for me. But I'm about to say, who the heck just tags me? But I can't put it on Do Not Disturb because Beva's with lyrical out there. Alright, Lynette, back to story time. You're interrupting everybody's visions. They're trying to envision what your craziness has done. Okay, get a little more comfortable for y'all. A little more comfortable. Oh, my back is killing me though. Alright, and I apologize. I'm gonna take y'all back to story mode. Alright, so I think it was arrogance, like I said. Took Shireen with me. We drove. I was like, I can't find. It took us a minute to actually find him because he was playing games, and he was like, "Well, isn't that you that just drove by?" I'm like, "How would I know? Like, where are you?" And then finally it comes out, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. So I made an excuse to why I had to leave. So we left, and then I remember he hit me up again. I'm like, yo, I'm not really feeling it. Like, it's not even about the look. It's just, I didn't get the vibe. I'm a very spiritual person. And I'm really in tune with a lot of things and people's auras and things like that. And their demeanors and stuff like that. And I wasn't really rocking with his. There's just nothing calling me to it. But for some particular reason, I didn't listen. I didn't pay attention. And my dumb behind responded anyways to the stupid messages. And here I go, well, maybe you didn't give him enough of a chance. I mean, you did have Shireen with you. Like, you feel me? You already know what the story is. Like, you already know how that is. So let's just, like, just let it be. So maybe, give him another chance and just have it just be you and him. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Fine, whatever. So then this way I can't say, like, I didn't try. So, I ended up going over he lived with his aunt. If I'm not mistaken, it was during the day. To keep a buck with you, I don't remember 100% all the details. But I do remember, like, it was during the day, and this was about a month after I walked away from Beva's dad. About a month or two after I walked away from Beva's dad. Yeah, I believe so. So he told me he was 22. He told me he was going to NCC. He told me a whole bunch of stuff that was all just lies. He told me he was Haitian. Like, it was just a whole bunch of stuff that he lied about. So I went to the house. I know it was like daytime. And then I remember I went to because the way that the house is broken up, so it's a 2-family house. So there's 3 doors actually in the front. 2 of them are for the first floor house apartment, and then the first floor half, and then the one next to the mailbox by the railing is the one for upstairs. So I went to all the way at the end, which goes into the kitchen, and then I remember, like, it was the whole, hi, how you doing, whatever, do you want something to drink? It's an awkward moment when you first go to somebody's house that you don't know and you're not sure if this person's gonna kill you or not. So we did that whole awkward stage. So we ended up going downstairs because his room was in the basement. The basement was broken up to 1, 2, 3. I think it was 3 bedrooms and then a full bathroom, and then just the open space, because it was supposed to turn into an apartment, but I know you told me his dad was working on it and they didn't get to finish it. So it just ended up staying just like that. And it's pitch dark down there. Pitch dark. But so we ended up, going downstairs, and then we ended up doing, obviously, what I went there for. So that was supposed to be it. Like, there wasn't supposed to be nothing else. It was just supposed to be that one moment, because I'm not a one-night stand person. I don't sleep with people unless I'm, like, in a relationship with them. So, like I said, I was letting my hair down. I was going to be doing things that were the complete opposite of me and what I do and who I am. So I'm completely going out of character here. You could say Lynette got her groove back, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. But, and I know at the end of it, it was like, he was like, well, damn, that, I know it was something about, it wasn't what he thought it was. It was not what he thought it was going to be. It was definitely complete opposite of what he thought it was going to be. Then he asked me if I could come back that night. Because he was like, he had to get some more. So I was like, alright, well, I ain't doing that. I already slept with you. So I looked at it like, I already got past that hurdle that I struggle with, which is why I don't do one-night stands. So, I fine, bet, I'll come back tonight. Plus, I'm not gonna lie. He worked it. He definitely did work it. His quote unquote Haitian behind worked it, but he's not Haitian. He's actually Jamaican. But quote unquote, his Haitian behind worked it. Mind you, he's still saying he's Haitian at this time. So I did, I ended up coming back late that night because, again, I already have Biva. At this time, we are living with my mom. There's a whole long story to that, and I can definitely get that at another story time. But at this time, we're living with my mom, so my mom doesn't go nowhere. She's at home. She's not going to work. She's at home. So I leave Biva at home. I go get my groove on, and then I go back home. What's the problem? Apparently, my mom ain't like that because I was getting my groove back. Whatever. Whole nother story for another story time. And that, don't do it. Not now. Not now. Don't let the evil in. 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 All right, let me stop. So, rewind. Here we go. I say repeat, but actually a better session than the first one. And I'm guessing it was because his aunt was coming home earlier, and that's why we had to get going. But yeah, so we repeat. Mind you, this is how I found out that he's actually living with his aunt and everything else, because I guess he put the radio too loud, and she got mad, came downstairs banging on the door. I was like, Chop, what have you done? You are completely insane. For real, what is wrong with you? You don't know homeboy from Adam. But anyways, so we ended up, whatever. And I know it was I don't even remember the conversations, to be honest with you. I really don't. Legit for me, it was just about sex. That was all it was. And I was really doing something that was definitely not me. So I know somehow we agreed on, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to be just the last time, whatever type shit. But if any one of us wanted it, whatever, we was going to, hit up each other. I remember having a conversation of, if you're going to fuck with other females, let me know. And every time we screw each other, we're going to have to strap it up. Just keep it a buck with me, because I'm not telling you kids and else because we're not together. But I'm also trying to protect myself, you feel me? So I remember we strapped up in anyways all the time, because I just didn't trust him. I don't know, I just believe nothing like that. So we keep going. I want to say, dead ass serious. We was pretty much fucking every night type shit. For real. I'm not gonna lie. We really pretty much was. And it was crazy, because I'm like, bruh, what the hell am I doing? But it was for nothing. It was literally just that for me. We didn't really talk like that. We didn't do. It was literally just sex. I remember he called me one time. He was like, "Where you at?" And I'm like, "Nigga, what?" I'm like, "I'm at the grocery store." Oh man, the girls are here. Girls are here. And it's story time. Bye bye. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Okay. Alright, I'm back, y'all. It's 11:17. I only have Stank with me, so I'm gonna finish the story because she's still little, and she's enjoying her salad. So it turned out into a regular thing. Because, like I said, I was letting my hair down, but it was only kind of it was just that for me. It wasn't supposed to be anything else. And a few times, I was left off with, where you at? What do you mean where am I at? Where do you hear where I'm at? It's daytime, boo. If you ain't calling because you need something or want something, what do you want? What are you calling me for? So I remember being like, I'm at so-and-so grocery store, because he kept pressing me. He was irritating me. So I answered it. He shows up at the grocery store. What? Why are you here? What are you doing? And then and I was mad because I think I was with my daughter, but I sent her to go get something, and I did not want her to meet him because he was not supposed to be anybody in my life at all. Like, he was just supposed to be wham bam, thank you ma'am, whenever it was needed, and go about my business. So I remember that's why I was mad too, because I was just like, what are you doing? Like, we talked about this, like I told you this is not okay, because this is definitely not what this is. And then he was always like so rude, yo. Like, I don't know, he was just so rude. And there's a few things I'm not gonna be able to tell in this story time because, like I said before, it can cause problems. So I have to leave that part out. So let's just fast forward. It pops, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to worry about it. I was like, because I already know I have conceiving issues. I don't ovulate every month, so as long as, you know what I'm saying, I should be fine. So I didn't stress over it. Huh? You have to go pee-pees? Okay, pause story time again. Actually, I don't want to pause. What was that? Apple juice is spilling all down my leg. Excuse me, boo-boo. I gotta get up. Okay, I gotta pause. Alright. Sorry about that, y'all.
Where are you?
So we did a whole potty intermission. She went and I went. Might as well. I guess, I forgot to say, hey, before we start recording, let's all take the potty break, y'all. Anyways, it was just like, I never intended him to be a permanent anything. It was literally just, I'm gonna have fun for the summer, it is what it is. I was still talking to other people. I did not see this person as anybody that I was going to have any ties to in any shape or form. So, like I said, when it popped, I didn't think anything of it because of my conceiving issues. Sissy said it's not charged.
It is.
Sissy said it's not charged.
It is charged.
No, Sissy said it's not charged. Sorry, you guys.
Yay, charged.
It's not charged. Okay, watch when it dies. Don't get mad at me. There you go. Go about your business. Do your thing, boo. Oh, please don't let this leak. Don't let this leak. Okay. So,
Go in here.
everything's falling. Again, did not think anything of it. So, when I finally do realize that I am pregnant, I didn't know how to feel. Because, I didn't know how to feel. Because I had no intentions of having... I told you it's going to die. You're not listening. Okay.
No.
Pumping it is not going to revive it. So these are boring details that y'all really don't want to know about. So... No, let me stop. Y'all over there like, please tell me all the details. I want to know juicy story. But anyways, so I really didn't know how to feel. Like, I was happy because, mind you, I did want more kids. I was an only child. I had a miserable childhood. Like, I did want more kids. I didn't want to have just one child. I felt like my daughter deserved to be as loved as much as possible. And I know for a fact I had a whole bunch of love to give. So I wanted more kids. I didn't know how to feel because at the end of the day, I didn't know this person from Adam.
Here.
I don't see this person as being a part of my, future, my life, anything, because I didn't know this person. Like, I didn't want to know this person because I had no intentions of having them be there, period. So, like, why get to know them? Why intertwine them? Or whatever it is that they like when it just doesn't matter to me. So now I'm sitting here like, alright, Lynette, you're 26, he's 22. Like, he doesn't have a job, so he doesn't have no money. He lives with his aunt in a basement, doesn't have a car. always expects you to take him somewhere and always expects you to feed him. And y'all not together. So, but no. Like, this is not happening. So I'm like, I don't know you. I don't want to have, like, pretty much nothing. You know what I'm saying? That sense of the word. So, like, I can't abort because obviously I want more kids and I know I have conceiving issues. So I would definitely look like a hypocrite if I sit there, you know what I'm saying, asking God to bless me with more kids if he feels, you know, if he sees it fit. And then the moment that he sees it fit, I turn around and go, oh no, I'm sorry, God, but yeah, no. And then, you know, get rid of it. God forgive me, but no, I didn't feel like that was accurate. I mean, I'm not for or against abortions, to each their own. I've taken, you know, a loved person there and sat through them with that, you know, sat there with them, was their moral support, whatever. So I have nothing against it, but for my situation, I just felt like I'm smacking God in the face if I do that. And I'm telling him, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you, because I feel like right now is not the correct time. Who am I to tell God that the blessing that he's trying to give me is not the correct one, or it's not at the correct time? Like, hello? So I'm now having a baby. Okay, cool, I got it. No worries. 26, I got this. You know what I'm saying? If I'm 22, I got this. Not a problem. Now, I did give him the option, though. I was like, you don't have to stick around. That's not a problem. I don't need you. I can definitely still do this by myself. Not an issue. I have no intentions of tying you down. I had no intentions of locking you down or nothing. The only reason why I am not aborting this baby, and I explained to him exactly like I just explained to you guys. And then I was like, that's pretty much basically honestly the truth. If I didn't have conceiving issues and I get knocked up every other time I had sex, then that's a whole nother story. But it was like, so I was like, so this is why okay then. I was like, so this is why, you know, it's the situation like this for me. Now, that does not mean that I'm going to keep you, like I'm going to force you to be a father, because I knew my predicament walking into the situation. I knew what I had planned. So I'll give you time to think about it, you feel me? You have till the baby comes to pretty much figure out what you want to do. But if you're going to be in, you're going to be in. If you're going to be out, you're going to be out type ordeal. That's pretty much the option that I gave. Oops. So, story time is on pause again because she just arrived. Nice knowing y'all. Actually, story time shouldn't really have to end, because I already told y'all the parts that were already adult. Like, okay, not really. Okay. So then I was like, you know, that's the options that you have, whatever. So, a lot went on. I mean, I couldn't even stand homeboy through my pregnancy. A lot definitely went on. I ended up getting chlamydia. Yeah.
What happened to the charging?
She did it. I didn't do it. She did it. Why are they so...
I wasn't giving that to you. I was asking to get you a coffee, actually.
That one's lighter. I want this one.
I know. I'm asking you to grab your coffee. Because I know you don't like your coffee on the desk.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was recording a story time.
Oh.
I still am recording a story time. Hi, story time. Say hi, story time.
Hi, story time. This is from Jazz.
I know. She told me she sent something. Okay, hold on. A story time. I'll be back. I got my package from my baby because it just came. Have a nice one. I'll be back. Alright, I am back to finish my story time really quick, y'all, before I forget and start doing some other things. Because we only have a certain amount of time before Delama has to get picked up from school. So I want to try to get as much done, because when he's here, it's just more stressful. But, yeah, so... a whole bunch went on. Like, it's just a lot of unnecessary stuff to go back and forth about. Like, we just didn't really vibe. One particular thing is the only reason why I ended up, you know, getting married. He wouldn't be able to provide for his son, because he couldn't get a job since he was an immigrant. So, we ended up getting married. Like, the worst decision I ever made in my life, to be honest with you. The worst decision I ever made in my life was getting married. I shouldn't have gotten married. But, wait, why did I even say that about the marriage when Delano was born before we got married? Made no sense. Anyways, so like I said, I told him he had until pretty much till Delano came to figure out what he was going to do with himself. He decided that he wanted to be there since he had just lost his dad that summer. And, whatever. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So this means you have to get your stuff together because you know what you need to accomplish, blah, blah, blah. And in a time frame of that needing to accomplish, all I really care about is just being respected. That's pretty much about it. So we're in the hospital, whatever. Here's Delano. And yes.
I'm done.
Okay, put it. Okay, thanks. And the whole point of why I'm even telling y'all this story time was because we're in the middle of filling out the... Biva, can you do her pancakes, please? We're in the middle of filling out the birth certificate, right? So I'm putting out my information, and I have him fill out his own information because, God forbid, I wrote his stuff in my handwriting since he says my handwriting was crap. I don't like my handwriting either, but you ain't really have to come for me because you got girl handwriting, but whatever. So he was like, oh, so what happens? Mind you, I remember, he said he was 22. I'm 26. So he was like, what happens if you put the wrong information on the birth certificate? I looked at him and I was like, you better not put no false information on my baby's birth certificate. What are you trying to lie about? I was like, you can legally get in trouble for that. And then he was like, oh. So he fills it in. He still doesn't tell me. He fills in the info. I'm looking at it. Bro, let me tell you, I got so tight. So tight.
Mom, baby.
So tight.
I got it.
Because he was 18 when I gave birth to Delano. Either 18 or 19, I really can't remember right now. But he had just turned it that November, and Delano was born January. So I was dumb tight. I'm like, really? So you just, yes, baby.
I got it.
Okay, give it to Sissy. So I'm like, you just decided to lie about your age. Now you're forcing me to have to raise a kid with a kid. Like, you didn't give me the option. You didn't respect me enough to say, hey, this is my real age. Like, I know I lied to you, but now that you're pregnant, XYZ, nothing. Like, you just wait until after the little boy is here, and then I find out because you put it on a piece of paper. Man, when I tell you I wanted to slap him silly. Biba. Oh, what?
Sorry, I was imagining slapping CJ silly.
Oh, what is wrong with her? Your chair's under the table. I did, though. Honestly speaking, I really did want to. Because first of all, one, you was going to lie on our son's birth certificate. Like, who does that to keep your lie going? Like, are you serious? Like, why would you want to put false information on something that is going to affect your child? Oh, that's going to affect your child in the long run. So I wanted to punch him so bad, man. I was like, you know what? It don't matter because at the end of the day, you got to show your ID regardless. Like, you have to show your identification, and based off of your identification is how they gonna know your age. But yeah, I was heated. So fun fact, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Hopefully the next story time I'll be a little more, but for right now, that's what y'all get. I hope y'all laugh like I laugh every time I think about that. Like, you really thought you was gonna get away with, come on, for real, seriously? But send me a comment out here. You guys can send messages that I can respond to on my podcast. Feel free. Let me know what y'all think about my story time, and I really do hope that y'all have an amazing day. It is now 12 o'clock, so enjoy your lunch, enjoy your afternoon, and please stop, look in the mirror, and remind yourself of how much you love yourself, okay? Be blessed.
Bye.
Much respects.